Oh boy. Alright. Christ. Sorry the stream is late. A lot of problems and work messing me around. I was trying to get today off, but but they said they were going to sort it. They asked one of the people if they could cover for me. They said yes. And I said, alright, we'll put that on the thing for you. Nothing happened. Mentioned it again, and yep, we'll do that. And I get told today you were meant to put it on the website. So I've done it now, hoping the person can still cover for me, but they said they were going to do it. Because I need today off because there's an event going on.
What the hell happened here? Looks like these men were still breathing pretty recently. This doesn't bode well for Katsura. We need to find him now. Right. I'll start over there. So much of the town has been burned down. So many homes. We're meant to be fighting for a better country, but this is anything but. Found you at last. Say your prayers! One man against those samurais. I'll prepare. Let's see what things up, shall we? My thanks for your kind aid. That takes care of that. Now then, let's ask our friend here what that was about.
Thank the stars. Glad it was you two who showed up.
Katsura, I had a feeling that was you. What are you doing in that getup? The Choshu men feared the worst.
I've been looking into the Shogunate's next moves, but I've let down my comrades by not being able to fight with them. Genzui especially. It wasn't for nothing though. I got my hands on some vital information. The Shogunate are going to send in a force to deal with the Choshu soon.
The Shogunate is making a move. They're seizing their chance to take the Choshu out once and for all.
Indeed. And they're expecting the Satsuma to provide the best part of the force.
Them again? But weren't they planning to revolt against the government?
Well, the Satsuma are making a show of compliance to the Shogunate, which will spell the end of the Choshu. Any bright ideas?
You know, I've always wondered why the Choshu and Satsuma don't just make an alliance. You're the only ones with enough power to bring about change in this country. If you joined forces, you'd be unstoppable.
You're not wrong. It would be incredible. Could it be done? But the Satsuma and Choshu are sworn enemies. We cannot simply form an alliance.
That's right. While the Satsuma and Choshu fight, the West eats our country alive. Is that really what you want?
I see what you're saying. Then we should ride to Kyomizu-dera Temple. Takamori Saigo of the Satsuma should be there at present, as far as I'm aware. He's the commander of the Satsuma forces right now. If we can persuade him, this plan might have legs. Let's meet at Kyomizu-dera Temple!
Alright, so we're forming an alliance. Okay. Parkour. Oh. I tried getting in here.
Could I leave it to you two to broach the subject? I doubt he'll be in the mood to listen if an enemy like me shows up out of nowhere.
No problem. We'll handle this. So, Saigo's in this temple, right?
Ah, that's right. The former chief priest of this place, Gesho, was said to be close with Saigo, and I hear today is the anniversary of his death. I was told by a geisha whose clients from Satsuma. Apparently, he met his end during the Ansai Purge, where he and Saigo were persecuted. It won't be easy. But as long as you're sincere, and make him understand that it's all in the best interest of the country, he'll come around.
Okay. Time to head inside. We'll get kicked out if we just rush in. Better to wait for the right moment. The grounds are pretty big, so we should prioritize locating Saigo. I'm ready for action. I stand.
If we want to do a peace talk, I don't think fighting would be the best option. So let's do what we can to avoid conflict. Fine. Shit. You know what? Fine. You want to do fights?
Not soon get used to that. Yours.
Fine. We're doing fights. The ones down there were kind of unnecessary, actually.
If you're of the cycle, these are the Josuin Temple.
Wait for that person to get closer. Nope, no. Oh.
Don't rush.
What are you here for?
Take your time. Thanks for your patronage.
Yours.
Gross. Gross. Gross, gross.
So,
Gross.
you've been ordered to lead the expedition against Choshu. What do you intend to do, Psycho? What would get your advice? Well, I'll leave you to ponder it. Some solitude may bring you clarity.
How dare anyone threaten me on this most sacred day?
Wait! We just want to... Not fight!
What? Take more than that to make me yield. Thieves, no ordinary folks. Now, I swore to this. I would do it for the both of us. I won't die here so easily.
Oh, do I have to... Oh. I just started whirling him about for no reason. Poor doggy.
Crossing blades with someone with no intention to kill is pointless. You said you would like to speak to me. Satsuma never chose to begin this fight. That decision was the shogunate's.
Forget the shogunate. I want to speak to you, not them.
It was the Choshu who drew their swords first. And considering their behavior in Kyoto, how can we leave them be?
Look, I understand Satsuma's perspective. But... have you thought about our future?
What do you mean?
That's a bit close, buddy.
Change this country? What are you saying?
Saigo, deep down, I know you agree with me. There are things Satsuma can only accomplish with Choshu by its side.
You want us to march alongside our sworn enemies? I simply cannot see it.
And yet, it can be so. If we should will it. But first, I should apologize. I am sorry I could not stop the conflict earlier.
Katsura of the Choshu? What are you wearing?
Oh, ignore these filthy rags. I assure you, my aspirations remain unsullied. As my associates have said, we must put aside our differences, even if it means moving.
Yeah, just don't mind all the guards that we
must
beat up
transform
outside.
Japan.
Katsura, I hear you. I accept your proposal.
Nice.
Yes,
An alliance has been made.
would have been glad to put an end to the bloodshed.
Then it's settled. The Choshu and Satsuma will join
How's that
forces,
clip to the back?
and we shall be the ones to see it through. You know,
Or is
I
it
heard
like
that
a...
in the West you're meant to hold hands and
Or is
shake
it like a
them on
cloth
occasions
that goes
like
over the
this.
shoulder?
Go on. Try it.
Saigo, I look forward to working with you.
The pleasure is mine.
Alliance. Nice.
Takamori Saigo, swayed by Ryoma, defies the shogun's orders and calls off the Satsuma assault on the Choshu. This episode helps the Satsuma and Choshu draw closer, and they conclude an alliance aimed at overthrowing the shogunate.
Don't you remember what I told you back then? That I had a dream as big as the damn ocean.
Who's that?
This way.
Were we ready for them?
They don't give up easily.
Oh no.
Do it! Cut me down!
Who's actually going to attack?
It's just a scratch. Don't worry.
He needs medical attention! Come on, let's go. I want to get back in the past for a start.
Sounds like a plan. This is a real mess.
After being attacked at the Terada Inn, Ryoma Sakamoto took refuge amongst the Satsuma clan.
Might not be so lucky next time. I'm going to have to leave things to you for now. I'm counting on you.
Alright. There it is. So now I can... I had a feeling the gliding training was up there. But let's get that unlocked. Doge.
Huh.
Doji. Also, because the stream was late, something tells me I'm not gonna be able to carry on for 2 hours like I normally do. I think I'm gonna have to be going to work. I hope that's not the case. I hope they can manage to let me have today off. Hey, the barriers are gone.
Welcome.
Good.
Did Ryoma make it away without any trouble? Sorry I couldn't be there for the send-off. Now we can't afford to ignore what happened at the Tarada Inn. But we still don't know the true course of events. Indeed. From what you've said, we can be sure Shinsengumi
I don't want to do
was
a
involved.
blame because what if
Kondo and
it's
Hijikata were
not
away
and
from
people
Kyoto,
using their
serving the
clothing or
shogunate,
whatever?
which puts both of them out of the picture as suspects.
If the Satsuma Choshu alliance searches for the culprit in the open, we'll only incur the wrath of the shogunate.
And that's where you come in. We want you to infiltrate the Shinsengumi and sniff out the culprit from within.
I leave the matter to Katsura's judgment.
I knew you'd be on board with the idea. You can handle yourself and adapt to the unexpected. Well, perhaps some of them already know of you, but with a little disguise, no one will notice, I'm sure. You can learn from me. Come to Nishi Honganji Temple once you're fully prepared. You need to be ready to pass the initiation.
Why? These are prohibited goods. I'm afraid that we will have to confiscate them.
Why have I got that? Bloody hell, what was that about? They were on crack. I guess I'm doing this now, huh?
How are you? This place is being used as a Shinsengumi outpost. The arrangements for enlisting have already been made. Thanks to a Satsuma connection, they're expecting a skilled Ronin to join their ranks. You've got a Shinsengumi uniform already, haven't you? You should change into it now. Unless you can uncover who orchestrated the attack on the Tereda Inn, it won't be safe for Ryoma to come back. I know you're up to the task. The stakes are high, but I'm counting on you. That's what I like to hear. Saigo and I will be praying for your good fortune.
You must be the new recruit. I've heard much about you.
I've heard talk of your skill with the sword. But a lot of the men here like to talk big. So I'll have to see it to believe it. Have I seen you someplace? Now there's a fearsome look. I expect great things from you. Though I swear I know you from somewhere. I didn't mean anything by it. I apologize. I haven't introduced myself. Shinpachi Nagakura. And this cold fish is Hajime Saito. Saito, show the new recruit around our outpost. And make sure you put them through their paces. Make sure you listen to Saito's every word, you hear? His skill is peerless. Don't upset him or you're done for.
Good grief. Never. Dueling is strictly forbidden in the organization. Kill another member and you'll be made to turn that sword on yourself. The training facilities are just over there. Let's head in. won't make it into the Shinsengumi without some skill at the sword. It's time to show me what you're worth.
I don't use swords.
Try taking him on. Good. I have high hopes.
お相手します
Wait, was that it?
You did well, but I'd like to see a little more. Now, I'd like you to face him. Don't disappoint me.
覚悟
Beat him in the corner. Next.
What's the verdict? Think they've got what it takes?
The technique is certainly interesting. Not bad at all.
Well, coming from you, I'll take that as a high compliment. Now, what say I grant them the honor of a bout with their superior?
Nagakura is in a different league from the other members you fought. Fancy your chances?
Haha, don't you worry. No one's going to die. No need to hold back, newcomer. Throw everything at me.
Ooh.
Ready? I yield. You're no joke.
Most intriguing. Besting Nagakura is no mean feat. Right then, follow me.
Ah, you must be the newcomer. Could you come here a moment? Sorry for interrupting. But even in this state, I thought I should at least introduce myself.
This is Soji Okita. Neither I nor Nagakura are his match in swordplay.
That's all in the past now. Now that I'm bedridden, I don't amount to anything but dead weight. If you want to improve, Saito could teach a thing or two, I'm sure. He's peerless after all.
Okita, I'll go on to the dojo. Send the new recruit over once you finish talking.
So then, why do you want to join the Shinsengumi? Oh, so you consider yourself quite capable then? I would love to have faced you. But you can see my difficulty. By the way, haven't I met you somewhere before? I seem to recall meeting someone rather like you. Oh, is it now? Well, pardon me for that strange line of inquiry. Saito's waiting, isn't he? You should get going. I'll see you later.
Is he dying? Head to the dojo. Am I going to be doing more training? Huh? Ah. Doop, doop. Boop.
Let's begin.
Oh, you got shurikens?
This is quite a surprise.
Holding their own against Saigo.
I see. I see.
I can't believe it. Have you ever seen Saito train like that?
Oh.
You're strong, that's for sure. There are few amongst our number who would be a match for you.
That is no exaggeration. Why? You could go toe-to-toe with Kogoro Katsura or Ryoma Sakamoto. Those names must have reached your ears, I'm sure. What kind of rock have you been living under? They're linchpins of the anti-shogunate forces, and Master Swordsman to boot.
Right. I think we can make use of the new recruit.
Not from me.
Oops.
There's someone else I'd like to introduce you to. Follow me.
Sure.
There's an officer I'd like you to meet. Kashitaro Ito. A man so sharp he can tell you where the world is going and exactly how it's going to get there. Suzuki. I pointed him out before. He's Ito's younger brother. He's important to know too. Leads one of our units. Now, after I introduce you to Ito, I'll speak with him in private. You are to use any means necessary to listen to our conversation. Understood?
Sure.
Ito, I've brought you a new recruit. Their swordsmanship rivals that of myself or Nagakura.
Well, you must truly be something to earn such praise from Saito. I am Kashitaro Ito, Shinsengumi's staff officer. The Shinsengumi is made up of the most elite warriors in Japan, against the Shogun's cowardly retainers. We are as a tiger to a house cat. This country's very future will be decided by our actions. You would do well to be mindful of the power we wield. As you should. By all means, put that sword on to use in service of our cause. I expect great things from you. By the way, Saito, can I have a word with you?
That will be all. Dismissed. Listen to our conversation from outside and make note of every word. Got that? Go.
Okay.
I was just asking the newcomer to train the men. Someone so skilled should be able to oversee fencing drills, I thought.
With Kondo and Hijikata absent, and Okita able, now's the time. No one can stop us from breaking away from the Shinsengumi.
But without us here, the enemies of the shogunate lurking in Kyoto may grow bold.
The attempt on Sakamoto at the Terada Inn failed to rouse either the Satsuma or the Choshu. We needn't worry on that account. We are gathering in Aburanokoji to discuss precisely how to break free. I expect to see you there.
We're finished. You can come out now. Fine work playing the spy. I doubt Ito noticed a thing. You must have heard it yourself, but let me state, Ito is a traitor. I'm keeping watch over him at Kondo's orders. There was an assault at the Terada Inn recently, where Ryoma Sakamoto was attacked. You hadn't heard? He recently became a bigwig in the anti-shogunate forces, prompting Ito's attempt to off him at the Terada Inn. In a nutshell, yes. There's a rumor going around that it was our work, but neither Kondo nor Hijikata were involved. Ito's true intent was to tarnish the Shinsengumi's reputation, and to ascertain the plans of the anti-shogunate forces. What we learned is that they can't afford to make any big moves right now, which led to Ito concluding the time was right for him to make his move. I'm going to rid the Shinsengumi of Ito's faction. I know you've only just enlisted, but I will need your help. Meet me at Aburanokoji. That's where we'll do it.
Wow. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's what you want?
I've procured some fine wares. Please, come again.
Well then.
You look like you have some skill. I have a favor to ask of you. A hulking man calling himself Benkei has been appearing on Gojo Bridge at night. He attacks every samurai he sees, and claims the arms and armor of those he's beaten. Did you have to say it out loud? My reputation would suffer if this were to become public knowledge. That's why I'm seeking help in a place like this. If you can defeat that man and recover my possessions...
Sure.
Just...
All those who are distant, give ear! All those who are nigh, bear witness. Benkei is my name. You there, champion. Take us! Once more onto the breach, dear friend. Once more! Once more onto the breach, dear friend. Once more! You there, lend me This done. I thank thee, brave champion. It would seem I acted somewhat rashly, and yet I regret nothing.
Cool weapon. The end of the shogunate. Oh, let me check something. I'll sort that in a minute. That's 12. I don't know whether to call it here because I need to sort this stuff out. I'm trying to get it sorted, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So I'm afraid this did I just say the 5 rings? Is this Lord of the Rings or something? Yeah, I'm gonna have to sort stuff out and see what I can do.
Oh, it looks like you have quite the collection. Good work. What would you like me to work on?
Everything's done.
I have a hunch you will be back again. Am I right?
You?
Been... Ah. Well, I can see that you worked hard on this. Is there anything else I can get you?
Oh my god.
Be sure to drop by again.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I need to end.
Taken any photographs lately? I'd love to see them. Be sure to drop by again.
So, thank you everyone for coming to watch. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. And let me know in the comments on what games you would like me to play, and I will look into that. Or if you have any idea on what game you would like me and my friends to play, please let me know in the comments as well. And I wish all of you a good day. Take care, everyone.